Okay. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Last part, guys. Last part. We are here. We're going to do the armature, and I think you guys are going to learn a few things because I myself am still quite confused with this entire concept. By all means, if you guys see me doing something and you're like, why the hell is this guy doing it this way? Drop it in the comments. You can even make a tutorial. Drop your link in the comments so I can go check it out. And I'm most likely going to learn something because the armature, I mean, the first time I heard armature, I'd be like, mate, I don't care about the arm bone. I want the bone, man. I want no snake have no arms for bones, right? But FYI, armature means bones. I didn't know that. That's how beginner I am with bones. So, if you guys know something I'm busy doing, write it in the comments. And something else I want to say, I can't remember. We'll get to it. Okay, guys. So we are about to see right now if all your hard work has paid off. All the mirrors and everything is going to come together. So let's first jump back into the shading. Let's go remove our, especially for, you're going to go to your material, right? The original snake. Bless me. Corona. And we can even remove the face as well. Let's just do it just to save our PC span, life span. Right, guys. So what we're going to do. Now, we can go into edit mode. Select one. All the vertices. Right click. Merge vertices by distance. Remove 66 vertices. So you're going to definitely have some vertices that are removed, especially because it was mirrored. So that's mostly the middle scales. Middle vertices. The ones we need to address are the ones inside here. So let me just, if I can just grab one of those vertices, zoom in there. So select this control loop. Let me just go over here so you guys can see. F to close it. And then this one here at the back, I'm going to do the same thing. Right, guys. And yeah, just want to make sure the geometry here in the middle is fine. Everything looks okay. Okay, guys, for the armature. Armature, very simple. I've spent days on the armature, like moving around bones, and yeah, I'm just gonna give it to you guys the way it is, the way I found it, the way I found it to work, at least. So, insert your armature, rotate 90 degrees, Control A, all transformation. That just applies all the transformation. Then you want to go always when you're working with your bones here, over there, in front, so we can see what we're doing. Edit mode. Grab that thing in the front there. Sorry, I'm used to my other computer. It's like got completely different colors. Move it to the top. Move it to the front. Move it to 1, 2, and 3. So let's just give this a random try. Because sometimes I'm really lucky and it just works. With automatic weights. So sorry. Click your head. Shift. Click the bones. Control P for parent with automatic weights. And now we wait, guys. We wait. Now we go see what happens. Because of that. Ooh! Alright, guys. Now, the dreaded... Oh, it went away. Did you guys see in the corner there? Failed for a solution mode, something like that. Okay, that's this gave me nightmares. Sleepless nights. Guys, sleepless nights. So, do not be deterred. Don't worry. How you move these bones is you're going to click on the bone. You're going to say Control Tab to go into pose mode. So, pose mode means you can move the bones around and you can do animation. So right, if you see over here, wank, the bones are not moving at all. They're not moving at all, right? So I've seen a lot of times before, you can go and try and edit this armature, but most of the time I just delete it. So guys, when you delete it, you take the armature off and don't just remove the armature. You say Alt P, clear and keep transformation, because sometimes it stays on the armature and you put it on a different armature and still has like settings from the previous armature somewhere, like vertex groups and stuff like that. We ain't about that, man. Ain't nobody got time for that, bro. So let's just do it again. So I'm just going to show you guys a few methods here because it could literally be anything, guys. Pump, pump, pump. All right, and we just want to go inside and make sure that is in there. That's cool. I just want to make sure that these are at the bottom. That's cool. Okay. Let's go there. Let's try again. Come on, baby. Come on. I know you gonna work, baby. I know you gonna work, sweet cheeks. Damn it. Bone heating weight failed. To find solution for one or more bones. Okay, guys. So there's 3 reasons why you would get that error. First, geometry is way too much geometry. Like, you're going to jump into dying topo and you're going to try and put bones on there, going to give you that problem. Second issue of why we'll not do it is because there's something wrong with our mesh. There's some vertice which is not connected with some vertice, and there's like a hole in the mesh, and it's not going to work. So that's what we're going to go look at for right now. Third issue why it's not going to work is because the bones, you just need to move them around. Sometimes it doesn't work like this. You need to move it a little bit left, move it a little bit right, like disconnect the bone, and then it works. So you just play around with the model. Guys, if all else fails, let's say you're sitting for like 20 minutes or half an hour or a day, and you're putting your bones and they just will not work, I got you covered, man. In the description, I got a low poly and a high poly already, the body meshed with the head and the bones already put, so you can just put them on, right? But I want you guys to try, and I want you guys to watch so you can see what I'm doing. I don't even know what I'm doing, but okay, guys, so this is not working. We can all see that it's not working. Let's go to object mode, right? Now, there is a button. I have it on my other PC. There's a thing you can go download, which is for 3D printing. So obviously 3D printing, you can't have mesh go through each other. It needs to be like a nice neat mesh. And this button, when you press it, basically inspects your entire mesh, closes all the faces that are not closed, and it just, but like, that's what we're looking for. But I don't have it on my PC. I don't know what it's called. I'll link it in the comments. That's usually worst case scenario, last resort. You pop that thing on. It's going to close your back face here as well, which you don't want. But you'll be able to see what's going on with the vertices. But I at least just want to get it to move up and down so I can show you guys. I'm just going to inspect this thing one more time. Okay, let's give this one more try, guys. If it doesn't work, we're going to go to option 2. Now, guys, the longer it takes with this process, the better. All right, if it's taking a long time, hey! Woo! I told you, man. I told you. I told you, guys. I told you. You see, I didn't do anything. I literally deleted a bone, and it works. That's how these armatures work. I don't know how they work. Sometimes they work. Sometimes they don't. If your mesh is taking a long time with that process, you know you're on the right track, because it takes like twice as long. When it works, when that error comes up, it's quick. So, guys, I got mine to work. How I got mine to work? I just deleted this bone, and it works. Now, let me show you what we can do. Let me show you what we can do, guys. Check it out, bone. Zoop. Woo. Check it out. All right. So, we clearly have some deformation here at the top. You can see it's deforming here at the top. All right. But, guys, we're winning. Checking it out, guys. Check it out. Check it out. All right. Once you got it like that, so you want sort of the same. So, okay, so what you do is, when you're in pose mode, you select all the bones, pose, clear transformation, all. It's just going to reset, and then control tab to go out. And if you want to go edit mode, tab. So what I did, guys, so the usual setup that I use, especially with the fangs that I've seen that work, is as follows. You're going to take your bone. So I disconnected this bone, guys. I literally went, selected, delete, and I'm in edit mode. Not pose mode, edit mode. So you click tab, it's like orange, and pose mode's blue. So the orange one. I'm going to go in there, just delete that bone, because we had to delete it anyway. Now, let us do this, guys. Select the top bone, Shift D, duplicate it, right till there. You're going to say 8P, clear parent, because right now it's parented to that backbone. clear the parent. While it's still selected, Shift, select the middle bone, Control P, keep offset. If you say connected, the bones are going to move to each other. Keep offset. There we go. So if you move this thing, you can see it's now parented to the middle bone, exactly what we want. So you're going to say Shift D, move it to the other side. Quick and easy. Now, select this one again, Shift D. Let's move it to the side. And now what we're going to do is we're going to scale it, rotate it. And this, every time I do a different, I guess it's, I'll say just as long as it works. So guys, what we're trying to do here, like this thing's going to rotate from this point. So we have to try and visualize. It moving there, from there, whoop, something like that. All right, so let's just try that. So you're going to take a top, from a top view, and you're going to put him right by your fang, right? And then you're going to Shift D, you move him to your other fang, like that. And then you can just go out, you can take the in front off, and then you can just go inside and you can make sure, sort of where you want it to be. Okay, guys. Now, again, object mode, D, Alt P, clear and key transformation. Now, you're stupid. All right, let's give this bad boy a go. Let's see what happens. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. This one's gonna work, guys. I know already because it's taking its time. But even though if it doesn't give us that error, does not mean it works. Like you gonna see. There's still gonna be some other problem. But it's good. I want as many problems today as possible so that you guys run into something you know what to do. If at any point you don't know what to do, your mesh doesn't work, drop it in the comments. Send your file to me. I have my Gmail, I think somewhere in my page. If you go to the About page, send me your file, tell me what your problem is, and I will try my best to fix it. Alright guys, so we had no problems with that. That was perfect and fine. Oh, cool. Alright guys. So if you move this one, it's going to control that side of the face. If you move this one, it's going to control this side of the face. If you move this one, because we parented both those bones to the middle bone, all the bones on the top are going to move. That's what we want. Okay? Whoop. And whoop. Just like that. Okay. Now, let's see what happens if we touch these two. Just one thing, guys. If your mesh is working, but the weight is distributed. Okay, let me show you guys. Let's just see what happens if I just move these. Whoop. If I move them from the side. Alright guys, so that's perfect. That's perfect. Now, alright, few things guys. So this, we're in pose mode right now. Let's get out of pose mode. Shift, Control Tab, not Shift. While your bones are still selected, Shift, select the mouth, the head, and then again Control Tab, except we're not going to go to sculpt, we're going to go to weight paint. Now guys, weight painting is distribution of weight for each bone. So as we can see here, if I like, and how you can like click on different bones, you need to control and then click on the bone. Right, so red is like, that's yellow, but if I were to paint here, red is 100%, so that's 100% weighted on the bone. Yellow is 50%, green, blue, you can do the math. So if you go and you click on every bone, you can see exactly where the weight is distributed, right? And then you can go and you can paint where you want the distribution, where you want. So these two bones help distribute the weight to the side. And then if we go over here, we can see our bones is, weight is distributed on the fang, but it's also deforming the mouth. We don't want that. We don't want that. Now guys, I'm going to show you how to weight paint just for an example. Save your work before you do it. Let's just go file, save as. I'm going to show you guys how to do it, but unfortunately we can't do it now because we're going to apply it on a curve, on an armature, and we're going to apply it on a separate armature. Then you have to repaint the weight. I don't know if you can save like assignment of the weight or something like that. If you know, help me out, man. Put it in the comments, but I don't know. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it, but we unfortunately are going to have to do it while it's on another armature, which is going to be a little bit of a mission, but it's easy once you know how to do it. So let me give you guys a quick run through over here. So weight 100%, right? And what you can do is you can bring your weight down all the way to 0. That means you're going to remove weight. Okay, so if we now paint over here, you can see it's removing that. But Control Z. Now, here's the problem. If you do that, 0. If you do that. Okay, two things that can happen, guys. So just look at the mesh, what I did right now. Let me show you guys a few problems. So if you make it too big, you're doing this, it's going to cut through the mesh. So don't do that. Keep it a small size. The other thing is you guys can see what this looks like. To go and try and weight paint all of these things is going to be extremely difficult. So I'm going to show you guys a technique, but please use it carefully. So press N on your keyboard. Going to go to your tool, advanced. You see that front faces only. You want to uncheck that thing, right? So that means you can now paint, and it will also get the, man, damn you. Damn you. Now off, 0. And then you can go and you can paint over. Now, you will see that there will still be, like I said, we're going to do this later, guys. So this is just an example. I just want to show you guys how to do it. Now, you don't want to get close to the yellow or the red, because that's going to show some severe deformation. And this is why we added extra geometry earlier. Otherwise, you're going to see these big blocks sticking out. Luckily, you can also Control Z there. You see these big blocks sticking out. All right. So basically, you want to redistribute just the weight. Now, how you can check if it doesn't have, because sometimes it has faces. All right, let me show you guys another thing. But this is the one you must use carefully. If you have geometry, and it's gonna happen, where you go inside the head and it's like there's still weight assigned there and you can't take it off. You need to zoom in all the way to like a point, and you need to click on them and they'll disappear. You can spend a really long time doing that. So there's another thing you can use, and that is called, I have to go find it. Oh yeah, keep your mirror off. Sculpting, you're going to keep it on here, you're going to keep it off. Otherwise, you're going to distribute the left, like fang bone, also mirror it on the right hand side. So keep your mirror off. I'm going to tell you guys as soon as I find it. Alright, fall off. So sphere, to my understanding, is like, you know, you're just doing the front like this and you're sort of painting over it. When you project, it's causing a entire like vortex, zoop, from where you're looking at. Right, so that's a very easy, it paints like right through the whole thing. You can look at your thing and you can paint it. But beware, if you do that, let me show you what happens. Let's say I'm looking behind the tooth, in front of the tooth, it's behind me, and I'm painting. Frank, it's going to affect the tooth. Because of the fang. Because the fang's behind me, and it's a projection. So if you're busy here with white paint, it's busy doing the same, like right through to infinity. So if you do use projection, make sure you're angling it like this. And you're going through the head, not like this, especially if you're painting weight on. You don't want to do that. So that's how it works, guys. And then you're going to see that there's going to be deformation. I try to model the fangs so that they're open already, so that you don't have that, but that doesn't work. So what you can do, I'm going to close this file anyway, guys. What you can do now, you see that deformation over there, which doesn't look so cool. We are going to go later in sculpt mode, and you can actually go sculpt over that, and you can go smooth it out, and you can freaking do all that stuff. Boop, 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 and you can make it look nice. But hey, more on that later, guys. Let me just close this file. Right, guys. I just did it. I said never do it, and I just did it. Damn it. Alright, guys. So let's go to the bones. You say all the bones, pose, clear transformation, all lacquer. Let's take this thing. You're gonna remove it. Okay. Alright, guys. So once you have the head bones, very good. We're getting somewhere. Let us do this. Okay. Let's test and see if this whole thing works. So you're going to grab all your stuff and you're going to move it all the way to the right hand side. something like that, right? And we're just going to give this a test, guys. We're just going to give this a test. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the body. Let's take a body. Whoop. Shift. The head. Shift. Click the body. Control J. Make a one object. Go into edit mode. One. All your vertices. Right click. Merge by distance. You're going to see quite a few, obviously, because of the array. I didn't auto merge it. I didn't want it to auto merge it because it changes the geometry. We just auto merge it right now. Okay, I didn't see how many vertices it meshed, but it meshed vertices. Now, just to test, guys, we're just going to test here. Let's add a armature ring, and again, rotate 90. Control A. Oh, guys, sorry, my keys are off because I closed the file. I'm going to put them on right now. Okay, guys, so once you got that, you're going to just do that. So you're going to extrude it, and you're just going to say Shift R, let's just put it in front. Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. And you can move this one so it like basically is touching that bone over there. Actually, what you can do is you can hide the snake, and you can select this one, and you can put your, sorry, only this one, and then you can just snap it. So it's like that. So now you go here, and you delete, you're going to delete, sorry, not pose mode. What am I doing? Click on it, tab, edit mode. Hello, my friend. There we go, edit mode. Oh my gosh. Select that whole bone. Delete that bone. Delete that bone over there. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take this one and you're going to join it with this one. Control J. So now it's one armature. And then what you're going to do is you're going to select that bone. Shift select that bone. Control P. Connect it. So connect it. And then you're going to take this bone over here. And you're going to say Shift click and Control P, keep offset. Alright, so all these bones connect to the top one's connected to there, that one's connected there, everything's connected, guys. So if we now go to pose mode, you can see all these bones connected. You want them connected like that. Alright, now let's see what happens. Where we my snake at, mate? There we go. See what happens if you join this to this. Automatic weights. Come on, big boy. And this can take a long time, guys. I mean, I'm not sure how many vertices here. We'll check now. But a few 100,000. Maybe 600,000, 800,000, somewhere around there. And then we're going to drop a subdivision service on that. So you still got a lot of vertices, but as I said before, we're not going to be using this snake to animate. We are, but obviously trying to frickin' animate with all those vertices, not going to happen. So I'm going to show you guys what you're going to do as soon as you're finished, mate. Come on, bro. Time is money, mate. Says me that's been working nearly 3 months on a snake for Blender. Alright, guys, we got some. My camera's about to die. Let's do this quick. Jump in there. Alright, guys, so we got it open. This is what you're looking for. You're looking for these bones to be able to move, control the snake in pose mode. And let me go show you something else quickly. 1 minute before my snake dies, before my camera dies. Let's open the mouth like so, right? Let's go into shading. You're gonna go there. You're gonna go to your head, your face, right? And you're gonna copy these, all of this. Control copy, mouth interior, paste it. Mate! There, my friend. Control C. I'm just going to go copy, otherwise it's not going to work. Control V. The normal. Into the normal. Now, guys, check out what we got. And it's going to turn this to like a color like that. So now we got some guys. Got something like that. That's it, guys. Now we actually got some we have some definition in there. So that's that over there, guys. This thing works quite nicely. So what we're going to do is just going to select all of them, pose, clear, transform, all. Okay. And we're just going to remove the armature, Alt-P, clear, and keep transformation. Now let's just edit this. This was just one example, guys, so I don't need that. I need none of this. Right. So we just got that over there. Okay, guys, so next thing you're going to do is you're going to go, I did drop in a pen file where I already drew the rocks and the lights and everything like that, so we don't have to go do that from scratch. Let me just do that. Where's my pen here? There's me. There we go. There it is. So, where's my rock append? Rock append, use this. I think it's that. That's why I called it use this. So with the file, it's going to be in the link. All you do is you download it, and then you're going to, in your file, like I just did, you're going to go append. You're going to go to your objects, and you say all. Bring everything. Bring everything. Append. Right, and this camera over here, we can delete this camera. Our original camera. We don't want this. Right, guys, so here I already have a nice scene here for us. So let's just put on our ambient occlusion, our bloom. I don't know why our bloom is. Oh, that's our bloom over there. Alright, guys, and we are going to jump over to cycles. Okay. So in cycles, we got some. Let's see what we got, man. Yeah, we got some lights, guys. So we got some cool green lights, some blue lights, some red lights. These things, I just took a circle and rotated it a bit, gave it a little bit of solidify. On the inside there's an emission, and then on the outside there's a light. And these things are parented, so you can move them around if you want. Sorry, which one's parented? Sorry, I parented everything to the rock, so you can move the rock around. Alright, guys, so your snake should be perfectly positioned, ready over there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to move it a bit forward, because our camera is going to sit right over there. So maybe even a little bit more forward like that. Our camera is going to be chilling right over here. We go over there. Alright. Alright, guys. So, first things first. Let me just hide all of these things. Damn you guys, man. Must be in my way. Alright, which light is that? Alright, I think that's a normal light, so we don't want that light. Can remove it. Can hide all of these things over here. Okay, hide that, hide that. Let's unhide everything. Damn it. Okay, guys, so what we want is we want 600 frames. We're going to end at 600. So, I got my book. I have my book here somewhere. What we're going to do is we're going to give it... Okay, just hold on for me 1 second. Now my book's in there. Alright, guys, so I got my handy book over here. So, we want it to 210 frames. Which is what? 1, 3 seconds, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 seconds. 210 frames. So we got about 7 seconds over here. So we're going to go 210. So what we're going to do, guys, you're going to add your curve, your path, edit mode, select that vertice, cursor is selected. Object, set origin to 3D cursor, reposition the cursor, selection of cursor. So what we're going to do is, let's just hide this thing. So for this nums path, you want to extrude it just up until the head. Past the head, it needs to be straight, like so. And you can even put another one there and another one there, so it doesn't deform afterwards, right? Alright, guys. So what we're gonna do is we're going to make the snake come this way. And now with the last vertice, we want to try and make it straight. I want to make the face straight so that we can still animate the fangs and those things. If it's going to be at an angle, it's quite difficult to do that. So what you're going to do, guys, obviously we can't animate this snake. It's got, let me just see here. I know there's a way to check. It's one of these things. Statistics? Yeah. Alright, guys, so we have on this snake 679,000 vertices. Okay, so to animate this thing is going to be slightly impossible. So what we're going to do to get around that, to work around that. So you're going to duplicate the snake, right click, and we're going to call this Decimate Snake, right? And you're going to give this Decimate Snake, so let's just focus on it. And we're going to give it a very nice modifier called Decimate. Quick and easy like that. Now, put your thing off over there, and we want to go to unsubdivide. Right, so we had 679,000 faces. So we're going to unsubdivide it 5 times. Now, you don't have to put it on. I'm just going to put it on so we can see how many faces we saved here. Alright, guys. We brought it down to 70,000 vertices, which is still a lot. But hey, we can work with this, man. We can work with this. Alright, so we're just going to click apply. Okay, guys. So what you're going to do is let's just hide those bones. Let's just hide those bones over there. What you're going to do is you're just going to give this a curve modifier. And let's just go to frame 1, right? Curve modifier on the nums path again. Because we're working on the x-axis, you can move this thing. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's going on? We have way too much lag here. Way too much lag. Oh, it's because we're using the wrong snake, man. Ah! Go back. Please go back, bro. Alright, take that off. Let's call this real snake. So we know which snake not to use. Don't use the real snake. Right? Decimate snake. Let's add a curve. Let's add the curve on there. And now, whoop, 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 whoop. Check it out. Alright, guys, we still have some deformation. You can see there. Right? Not supposed to do that. Not supposed to do that. It needs to be exactly the same because we're going to put the bones on in the beginning. So you can't have your snake head like moving around, stuff like that in the beginning. You need to keep this thing straight. Like that. So in other words, if you put your curve on and off, it's not moving. The snake's not moving at all. Alright. So that's still moving. So just go there, subdivide those. Alright, not too much of a problem. Not too much of a problem, guys. So what you're going to do, see the snake, we can move around very nicely. So first thing we're going to do, let's jump over and put this at 30 frames a second because we're going to use 30 frames a second. You're going to insert the location. Right? You move it up to the end. So where the end is, zoop, and you're going to insert the loco. Where? Sorry, let's go to, we said here, 210 frames. We go to 210 frames, then move your snake, and you insert the location. So now, our snake's going to move. Alright, it moves nice and slow. I like the slow movement. Alright, so let's just go back over here and let's see, let's just alt hide. Let's bring our thing back over here. So let's just see what's it going to look like in the beginning. We want this first curve to be a bit like that, a bit like that, a bit up, like this. Alright, so I'm just trying to see now. We just look at it from the side view, from the top view. I don't know how we're gonna, let's just do this. I'm gonna use cube again. Been using a cube a lot today, man. And I guess we can just do this. Whoop. It looks pretty straight to me, guys. I'm happy with that. So in other words, you want the head to be straight, alright? Don't forget that, guys. Now, what we're gonna do, if you're happy with the motion, right? Happy with the motion coming out like this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do the bones. Now, took me a long time to find this out, but find it out I did. Okay, guys. So here we are going to start really getting into the bones. You won't find a video about this on YouTube. I'm just going to make a short clip. I'm going to post this as well because, man, was I looking for this video. So I helped myself. I helped myself today. All right, guys. The jump on this empty, drop in the arrows, and what you're going to do is you're going to come from this view. You're going to rotate it minus 90. Sorry. Just go back. Don't do anything. Go here to your constraints and you're going to add a follow path, right? Your num's path. And you're going to see it's, when you do fix position curve and follow, you're going to see it automatically turns, right? So what you want is you want to turn, rotate minus 90. You want the X to be on the X axis. And then you're going to rotate minus 90 again from this angle. So this is what you're looking for. You're looking for the Y up in the air. Everything's fine like that, right? And you're going to insert a keyframe right over there. So what you're going to do is you're going to duplicate it and you're going to put it 0.1, 0.01. Let's just put it 0.1, 0.02. Let's just put it at 0.02, guys. So we're going to work at 0.02 intervals, right? Keyframe that, duplicate it, 0.04, keyframe, duplicate, 0.06, keyframe, all the way. Okay, guys, so the last one, so you're going to have something that looks like this. So it's 0.2 intervals, and then the last one is from 0.48 to 0.495. So that's going to be 0.15 interval. So what you're going to do is you're going to go to your frame. As it were, we said 210. So you're going to jump over to 210 frames. You're going to make the last empty. It's the last one. You make offset factor 1. Keyframe. You can see it goes to the end. Now, this one, we said point, so it's going to be 0.985, guys. And now we're going to go to, oh, this is going to be a little bit confusing. 0.965 then, for this one. So we're doing the exact opposite in the beginning. From the beginning, we started from 0 up all the way. And then at the end, you're going to start the last one at 1 and you're going to come all the way back. So you got 0.965, the next one, 0.945. And the easier way to do this, guys, you can see your empty selected over here. So you can just go up, up, up. Next one. So this one was 0.945, 0.925. And just go up. Okay guys, so you should be left with something like this. Alright, and this took me to try and figure out how this thing works. So this is what you guys should be seeing. Following along the curve, those empties like that. Okay. That's what we are looking for, guys. Obviously we don't want stretching in our snake, so we can't just put on a curve. Check, I already got these things to turn for us. Boop. Already animated, that's cool. So now guys, okay, on to, let's just edit this thing. Let's just move this thing. I'm just gonna hook it up onto that empty. Why can't I snap to the empty? Yeah, for some reason you can't snap to the empty. It's like freaking. Let's just add a. I don't know. I'm just gonna add a random. Oh shit. Let's go there. Shift S, cursor to selected. Add an armature. Take this thing, and just snap it to that armature over there. Okay. And you can just delete that. We just used that. We just used you, man. Alright guys, now on to the good stuff. Remember to save your file. Save as. Alright. Now guys, very simple yet what is going on? Shift C to reposition the cursor. Add your armature. What we're going to do, you're going to take it over there. You're going to extrude it, right? And you can just Shift R because they're all the same intervals except for the... Mate, get out of my way, bro. There, and then up to the last one over there. Okay guys, you're gonna have something like that. Now go into edit mode, so tab, edit mode. This thing looks like it's supposed to be yellow. Frickin', this looks like pose mode to me. Okay, this is edit mode. Alright, now what you want to do is you want to go to the first one and you're gonna say Alt P, clear parent. Right, and you're gonna go click on all of them, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R, Shift R. Watch out with the Control Z, Shift R, because you'll repeat the undo. So if you misclick or you do something, rather don't Shift R then. You know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about, mate. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm so lost now. Okay. Alright, so we removed all the parents from that. Next thing we're going to do, guys, we're going to go into, now this is a little bit of work. That's why it's actually supposed to be more bones. But obviously the method that I'm doing it, we're going to get away with this. We're going to add more bones later. But unless you want to sit here for an hour and do all this work, just check it out, guys. Okay, so now, Control Tab, go into pose mode, not edit mode, right? I searched long and hard for freaking stuff here and you will not find it. That's because I was looking in the wrong place. We're not looking for constraints, we're looking for the bone. The bone constraint. There's a huge difference between the constraint tab and the bone constraint tab. You want to go to the bone constraint tab. That's where you're going to find, first of all, we use a child of, right? So that one's plug and play, and you're going to go to the next bone and you're going to say Shift R. So give them all child of. Okay, when you're at the last bone, I'm going to give it another one, which is going to call track 2. You're going to give it track 2, and you're going to Shift R all the way back. Okay, once you got that, you're going to change this track 2 to Y, Z, and target Z. All of them. And an easier way to do this is you go down to your armature. You can open your armature, you can open the pose. You see there, bone 1. So all you do is down arrow on the keyboard and you go to the next bone. Y, Z, target Z. Next one. Y, Z, target Z. Next one. Y, Z. Wank, 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 wank. Okay, guys. So now you should have a child of and a track 2 on all these bones. Remember, these bones are still separate from the head. It's not the same. So what you're going to do is you're going to child, in a child, all these bones, child this bone to the first empty, right? So it's the bone is a child, is parented to the first empty. Wherever the first empty goes, the bone is going to follow because the bone is a child. And empty is a parent, if that makes sense. Now then you're going to track to the empty after. So it's following, it's following the first empty, and then it's tracking the second empty. So wherever the empties go, the bone will follow along. If that makes sense. Right, so you just go and do that. Sorry. This bone, first one. Sorry. on, my friend. You there? Alright guys, so I just ran into a problem here. So what's going to happen if you go into pose mode? So let's take this one for example. And you try and child it to the previous empty. It's going to go somewhere else. And this has happened to me many times before, and I just went and I did the entire process from start. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But what I found is if you click the set inverse, boop, it's back where it's supposed to be. Okay guys, so I just found that out. Yeah, so all of them, choose that one over there, set inverse, and that bad boy over there. Okay guys, so let's go through it. Okay guys, so once you finish that, you should get something that looks like this. Boop, 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 moves along over there. That's exactly what we want. Now what we want to do is we want to join this head, this body. So Control J, join it, make a 1. Let me just see this over here. All transformations. Formations. There we go. Like that. So just apply all your transformations on this, all your transformations on that. Because sometimes when you put the head on the body, the head will like turn or something like that. So just apply all your transformations and that should be fine, guys. And then you just want to go in edit mode and you want to take this bone, shift this bone, Control P, connected, and you want to take this bone, shift that bone, Control P, keep offset. So basically this bone is now parented to this bone and this bone is parented to this bone. So now we should see something that looks like this. Foop, 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 foop. Very nice, guys, very nice. Okay, so what you want to do is you're going to go alt hide. Whoa, I'm excited, guys, I'm excited. We're getting this stuff right, man. We're getting this stuff right. Let's hide that. Let's hide our real snake. I think it's that one. Yes, it is indeed that one. So go to your Decimate snake. You see these keyframes at the bottom? Select all of them and delete the keyframes and remove the curve. I did that last time. Alt P, clear and keep transformation. I forgot last time to turn the curve. And this snake was all over the place, man. Like a crazy snake, dude. Okay, so now what we're going to do is you're going to click your snake. Shift click the bones. Control P with automatic weights. Let's check this out, guys. So now, whoop, whoop. Got the snake moving. Woo. Right. We got the snake moving, guys. We got the snake moving. Wants exactly where we want. Okay. Now we're going to come later and edit all the keyframes and all that. Let's just... Okay, guys. So once we got this piece, so we're running up to 210 frames. Now, guys, the way we're going to do this is we're going to do the first part of the animation where the snake is slithering. And then we're going to have to apply it to a different armature because you can't animate this armature because it's parented to these empties. Hey man, I'm trying to select you, bro. And you can't animate it like that. So that's why we have to apply it to a completely different armature. So we're going to render the first part Then we're going to render the second part, and we're going to play with the camera so that you don't even notice. But it's going to be 2 animations put into one animation. First animation where it's slithering on the curve, and second animation where it's standing up and it gonna bite you in your face, and we got the tongue in it. Boom, bang, let's do it. So guys, up to 210 frames. Then we got 60 frames, we got 2 seconds of standing up. So guys, what you're gonna do now, again, save your file, save as. I got my camera a little bit out the way now, mate. Alright, so you're gonna go 210 frames. So you're gonna take this Decimate snake. There's this May. Hold on, I'll be confused now, man. Decimate snake. So we're gonna call it first. I know. May. That looks better. I don't think that's spelled right, but that looks better. First anime. So you're gonna duplicate, and you're gonna call this second anime. Okay, so let's focus now on our second anime, second snake, right? So you're gonna go here and you're gonna apply the armature, right? That means that the snake is now taking that position, and you're gonna say Alt P, clear and keep transformation. So it's gonna be the same place. Now, guys, what we're gonna do now is you take these bones. And select them. And we're gonna call this armature first anime. Right. You're gonna go in here. Okay, we cannot do that. So you're gonna go here to this May. Okay, let's just get in here, guys. Let's just get in here. So you're gonna go to this first empty. Shift C. Shift S. Cursor to selected. And you're going to add an armature, and we're going to call this armature second anime. Alright, and what we're going to do, you're going to take these two and focus on them, and then no, sorry, we were right, we were on the right track. It's me being stupid now. This one and this one, focus on them, right? And only edit mode on that one. Leave the rest of them there. Sorry, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. Okay, and it's gonna snap. You just snap, 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 snap. I don't know, it feels like I'm doing extremely a lot of repetitive work here. So you guys know easier way of doing this? You guys know what's going on with these armatures? Please put it in the comments, man. Alright. Now, guys, very important. So take that one, extrude him to the middle one, extrude him out. Now take our bone, delete it. Whoop. Okay. Now, take this one, duplicate it, take it to that one. It's going to snap over there. And again, Alt P, clear parent, Shift select the middle one, Control P, keep offset. So this one's now parented again to the middle one, same as the other one. Shift D, duplicate that one, put it over there. Take this one, Shift D, and then these ones you actually have to move them in there and in there. Let's go to the other side, duplicate this one, take him over there, and take him over there. So we have now an exact replica of the first armature. This is now the second armature. Alright, guys, so we got the first armature and we got the second armature. So from now on, we're going to start animating the second armature. Right. What we're going to do is we're going to take our second snake, second decimate first. What does that say? Decimate F second anime. Man, let me just F second anime. Man, you're confusing me, bro. Second anime, right? So you're going to take your first armature and you're going to hide it. So now we're working with the second snake and the second armature. Let me just put this in front. So what you're going to do, let me just see here from the side. Yeah, that's basically it, man. That's basically it. That's close enough, guys. Straight enough. So you're going to take him, Shift, select the armature, Control P. Guys, I have run into a few problems before where you put your snake on the second armature and it will not work. It just will not go on the armature, and I don't understand why. It's only happened to me once or twice. If that happens to you, download the snake. That's in the link. High poly or low poly, doesn't matter, because I've already tested those. They do work. I don't know what if I knew what the problem is, I could go look at it. But as you know, on Blender, it could be bloody anything. You'll sit here for days, weeks, 2.5 months, even maybe. And I've still got to edit my intro, and I haven't even done anything yet. So I've still got a lot of work lying ahead of me. Alright, guys. So now, what's going to happen on the second, right? We can go animate these. They're crazy. Yes, I was just about to scream. I was like, please don't tell me what's not working now. First animate, hide it. I was about to cry. Right now, I was about to cry. Alright, so everything's working. Everything's working nicely, guys. Alright. So what we're going to do, so we're going to say from 210. So from 210. So what you're going to do. Sorry guys. Just one quick thing. One quick thing. Go to your snake. Remove that. Go back to your 210 keyframes. Sorry. Like I said previously, the more bones you have, the more you're going to be able to like bend him without deforming. Because right now you'll have 3 or 4 bones coming like this. It's not going to look very cool. So what you want to do is you want to select all the bones except the head. So from there, maybe go shift. I just want to get that one because I mean, come on, dude. Come on, bro. And just zoom in there. You're crazy. Come on. Oh, bro. There we go. And just shift select all those. Like that. And you can subdivide them. You see, you can even subdivide them again if you want. You subdivide them as many times as you want. So now, let's go back into pose mode. You select all of them and insert the location rotation just for the additional bones that we put on. Now, there you go. Again, with automatic weights. There we go. Okay, guys. So now let's jump to frame 270. We're just going to do the same thing again. I'm just going to add a cube. I'll take it from about over here somewhere, you said, I think. And scale X. Yeah. Okay. Make sure I'm frame 270. And bend these. Nice. Okay, guys, so just want to rotate this thing so that the middle's over there. There we go. Okay, and then you can start from the side here. Maybe that bone. That one over there. Shrink. That one over there. Do it like that. So now all you do is you just wink. Man, get out of here, Lincoln. I don't care about you, man. So you do something like that, and then right, remember we can still edit these keyframes. So all, insert, location and rotation, and now you should see the snake move up. Whoop, like that. That's what we want, man. Now striking pose. Alright, striking pose is maybe 5 frames or something. Let's just make it 10 frames now. So what I usually do for the striking pose is I copy this first keyframe, copy him, and then paste him on 280. Now make sure you have all your bones selected when you do that, otherwise you're just going to copy one bones keyframe. So make sure you got all of them. And then usually what I do now is I'll just bring like a random bone up here, so he's still up in the air, and then I'll bring these bones down a little bit, bro, and then I'll bring the head up. That looks a bit weird. And the thing you want to watch out for is when you're opening the mouth, you don't want it to go through the floor. So that's why you would just want to keep it up there, mate. And then you take the bottom one, the jaw, open it. Take the top over there, open it, like so. Yeah, even maybe a bit more. So like that. And then you select both of these teeth, bring them out. Don't worry too much about the deformation. Just look at it sort of what you want it to look like that. And you click all of them, insert, location and rotation. Okay. They're going to be looking like this. So if we look at it now, form, stop. Right, way too slow. So that's why I said maybe like that. There we go. Maybe one frame. Right. There we go. It's nice and perfect. So you got the snake standing up. Whoop. Check it out from here. So basically, if you look at the first snake, so what's going to happen? First snake is going to be coming. Camera going to be following the first snake. Zoop, 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 zoop. It's going to fall onto the second snake, and we're just going to edit those. We're just going to go to the graph editor so that they mix nicely. Alright, that's cool. I'm happy with that. Put that away. Mate! You, I want to hide you. You stop. Alright guys, so now we are going to be spinning for 210 frames. We're going to be revolving around the head. So what you want to do is you want to go up to that frame. Hey! I thought I hit you, mate. I'm going to go up to that frame. That's for 276. Open my calculator out, mate. We got tool frame 485. You can go to frame 485, and you're going to copy this one that you had. Copy, and you're going to paste it on frame 485. Okay, and then you're going to take your first frame where you were standing up, right? And you're going to put him on frame 500 maybe. Let's see what that looks like. No, mate. That's not what I'm saying, bro. Oh my gosh. Delete that one. Take this one. Copy. There we go. So you have like that action and going in there. Having coming standing back up. Now the key here is you can't just have him stand back up. We want to go maybe halfway, somewhere over there, and all you want to do is you just want to alright, this is going to be rotation. All you want to do is you just want to maybe you can like turn this one a little bit, turn this one a little bit, turn this one a little bit, turn that one, and then you turn this one, and you rotate Z axis like that. All insert location rotation, and let's go to the last frame. Last frame you can do it, maybe grab this one, insert location rotation, so you're gonna have something that like he comes back and then he's still moving around. Ah, that doesn't look cool. That does not look cool. Alright, so let's delete that. Alright, so but we can still edit those keyframes. That's okay for now. Zoom. You got that over there. Now guys, let's do the tongue quickly. Yay! We're getting somewhere, guys. We're getting somewhere. We're nearly finished. We're nearly finished, guys. Alright. So, tongue. Let's check it out quickly. Let's bring our amateur first anime. Bring that bad boy over there. So let's take that one. Let's unhide everything. We want to be working with a real snake. So that's definitely the Decimate. So that and that. These are the two things you want to be working with. Now guys, make the tongue easy enough. I already made a video about it. It's got officially 110 views. I'll be going up in life, guys. Alright. So let's add your circle, and we're going to do the same 5 vertices. Bring it like that. I don't know, I like to make like spherical objects with 5 vertice circles. So again, guys, we're going to do the same as we did earlier. So you're going to rotate it on the y-axis, 90. And you're going to extrude it, bring it out over there. You're going to take your, select that edge loop, bring it in, invert it, and let's give it a subdivision. Subdivision of 3. And you can smooth that bad boy out as well. And all we're going to do, you're going to select these edges, and you're going to bring them maybe over there, and then rotate it, scale it, over there, scale 0. Alright, that looks not cool. That looks like a hook. Captain Hook, man. Alright, so let's just do this so it's easier to work. So these ones definitely need to go further back. This one needs to come down. We don't want it anything like that. And these ones as well. Even more. Something like that, guys. Now, obviously it needs to be to fit in the mouth. Alright. Still way too big. Let's scale it, and then you can scale it on the x-axis to make it a bit longer. Alright, so we got a nice tongue coming out there. That looks cool. Definitely need a bit bigger. Definitely need a bit bigger. Right? Am I right, guys? I'm just trying to like make it proportional to the snake. That's it. I think that's the right size. That looks like the exact right size, guys. Okay, so you're going to duplicate, rotate on the Y. No, rotate in the X, 180. You're going to have them next to each other. And you can just bring them down like that. And then it just come through over here. So I definitely want it a little bit longer. So you're going to scale it on the x-axis like that. And let's have a look. Maybe a little bit more. Scale on the x-axis. Something like that. That looks cool, guys. Alright, now you can just take this subdivision, apply it, and then you're going to take these two Ctrl-J to join them. Okay, now guys, what we are going to do, we're going to do our keyframes in keyframe 1, but you can copy that, you can move them anywhere. Move them anywhere you want to have the tongue come out anytime you want. Alright guys, so let's start off with keyframe 1. So obviously this thing needs to be in the mouth. Going to insert the location, and then put it at like set. Let's just hide this thing. Oh my gosh, I think I just lost the tongue, guys. There it is. Let's go to like 90 frames. Bring it out so that it's nearly all the way out. Insert that location and then copy this first one. And it always moves in faster than it came out. I'm just thinking, guys. I'm just thinking to myself. Foop, 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 foop. Alright, so that looks cool, guys. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to add this camera of mine, guys. I'm not going to be winning today. What we're going to do now is we're going to add an empty. You're going to do the same thing. You're going to add your arrows, and you're going to rotate the Y again 90 degrees. rotate 90, right? And you're going to bring it all the way here. Where'd our bones go now? These are freaking bones. Alright, so what we're going to do, you're going to bring it down, and you're going to bring it out till nearly outside. Just over there is fine. And you're going to bring it, yeah, that seems fine. That seems perfect, guys. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to parent, check us, give a constraint of this child of, as we previously did, you're going to target this armature, right? You're going to go into the bones, and we're going to see which bone is this. This is bone 2. So, you're going to go to your bone 2. It's going to be, look out, look, come on, man. So, set inverse, going to put it at the same position. So, that empty is going to follow around the head. Now, let us go to our tongue. You give this simple deform, bend. Yeah, to go find that empty is going to be possible. Just drag and drop them like that. And then let's just go out. Right, and the second thing we need to do is you need to give the tongue also child of. So let's go to constraints here, child of, select this bad boy, and bone 2, set inverse. So that thing gonna be following around. I don't actually want these things to move. It's going to be a bit difficult to do it now, but it's okay. Like I said, we can edit the keyframes later. So let's just take it there. All right. So now, when you go to this deform, this bend, you can see let's be bending like something over there. The Z is what we want. That's exactly what we want. So we're going to go to keyframe 0, and you're going to insert 0. Whoop, insert it like that. And then you're going to go 20 frames, and you're going to insert maybe 50 degrees. You don't want it to be coming out the mouth, so maybe 40, maybe 35. That's fine, right? That's fine. 35. Then you're going to go minus 60. Insert that. I'm going to go 20 keyframes. You're going to go 80. Loop. Like that. And another 20 keyframes. Until there. And you're going to put it on minus 90. Like that. And then we're going to go in 10 intervals. 80. 10, minus 60, insert that keyframe, go to 50, insert that keyframe, and then from here we're going to go 5 intervals, minus 50, 40, minus 35 and 0. Yep. So now that it's moving, that you're going to have an action. I'll show you guys when it's standing still, because this is up. Did you guys see that? Watch that, man. Okay, so the next issue rather, that we are sitting with is that when the tongue comes out, you're going to see that the tongue is like going to come through the mouth. It's going to come right through the mesh, which we don't want. So what we're going to do is you're going to go to frame 1 again. You're going to go to this over there. And what you're going to do is you're going to add Now, you can't use the same empty because the tongue is moving past the empty. So on the Z axis it's fine, but if you're trying to close the tongue and it's moving past, it's can't do this, man. So we need to add a new empty. Sorry. Go back. Shift S, cursor to selected. So put that cursor there. Then add empty, arrows again, and again we're going to rotate it 19. Okay. And what we're going to do, is you're gonna parent this empty to the tongue. So you click a empty, shift click a tongue, control P, object keep transform. So the empty is gonna move wherever the tongue goes, right? Now you're gonna add another simple deform, and you're gonna choose that guy over there again. Now you'll see one of these is gonna make it. Here we go. That's one we're looking for, right? So maybe we can put it on something like that. And you can keyframe that. And then as it comes out the mouth, maybe put it on like that a little bit. Keyframe that. And then as it's properly out the mouth, you can 0 so that it's completely open. Right? And then we can go all the way there to wherever the end is. So when it returns back into the mouth, let's say around about over there, it's still going to be 0. Keyframe that. So maybe over there, I don't know, I usually do this with the head, so now it's a little bit difficult. Close him a little bit, keyframe that, and then let's go to 140 and let's just close him properly. Okay, keyframe that. So you got this, guys. Shrink. Now obviously you can use this if you can just leave it on this armature if you want the snake to come out and slither, but I wanted it at the end of the animation. So we're going to take all the work we've done, we're going to copy it to, well, not copy it, we're sort of going to move it to the second armature. So let me show you guys how to do that. There's a lot of stuff going on here now. A lot of stuff going on here now, guys. Do not be intimidated by all of this stuff. So all we're going to do is we're going to transfer. Let's go look at what this bone's called. This is bone 29, guys. So you're changing this front one. Go to the front one. Oh, well, we're nearly there. Let's just leave it like that. So we're going to go here, right? So you're going to take it off. You're going to select the second armature, and we're going to bone 29. Right? So it's up there. Don't worry. This one, again, take it off. That one, bone 29. You got this. You got it in place over there. That's what we got, guys. So we now have it parented to. Now we can see what's going on here, man. Now we can see what's going on here, bro. That's ooh. Okay, guys. So now, obviously, we want to move these keyframes to, so all of them. I want to move them as the snake has stood up on about in over there. So these keyframes are going to go all the way. So all we can do is you can move them up straight to the, let's just see, it's going to start at 480, guys. Alright, so we need to move these keyframes just a little bit in towards each other, so we just got space to work with. Maybe move it something like that. I don't know, these keyframes are getting too close to each other for my liking. Come on 600. No, I want it to be close before 600, so let's just move these up. Alright guys, so I think the best thing to do here is to go there, delete that keyframe. So I think what we're going to do, guys, is let's just go to the modifier over here. So you see these, all these, I'm going to remove them. Remove them. Okay guys, so now we just have the tongue going in and out. So from here, we want we are on, right? We're on 30 frames a second, so I don't know why the hell it's so far. Alright, so let's go 30. So let's go to 30. Alright guys, so let's keyframe that. Let's go to 30 and let's make it 50. Insert that. So minus 70. So I got 90. Insert that. And now I just go a few frames. Minus 80. So that 70, so that for minus 40, so that put it at 30, so that, and go to the last one. We're going to put it at 0. Let's see how this looks. I don't want it to move out so fast and so slow. Let's just look at the graph editor quickly here. So that's that one over there. Alright, I think I'm scaling the wrong one. This is the one. That looks fine, guys. Let's just leave it like that for now. Man, every time I'm struggling with something, there's something else. Every time I do this, it's something else that doesn't work properly. Okay, guys. So, just see. Let's see what we got so far, right? Let's see what we got. So we got this bad boy coming in over here. Zoom, 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 zoom. Comes up at the top over there. He does a strike. It's not touching the floor. Don't worry about the tongue that's sticking out. We're going to fix that. Oh, that looks fun. That looks fun. That looks fun, guys. That looks fun by accident. All right, guys, we're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. Right, save your file. All right, guys. Let's do some camera motion, shall we? Just hide this guy, hide this guy. So we got our camera chilling over here. Now, in order to do the revolve around the head nicely, what we're going to do is we're going to, so let's just do this. We want to be nice and close to the spot over here. We just want this this light in, and we can also rotate it a bit to the top, I guess, and straighten it out. Want something like this, guys. So in order to revolve the camera on the head, we ain't gonna use no curves, nothing like that. Cursor to selected, add, and this time we're gonna add normal empty, plain axis, And you're going to move this plane axis probably about there. Still repositions afterwards. But what we're going to do is you're going to parent the camera to the empty. Control P, object keep transform. So now this is how we're going to move the camera, guys. Like with the empty. Don't move the camera. You're going to be moving the empty. And then another thing you want to do is you want to add a light. Add a point, and you want to parent the point to the camera. So for now, like the light's there, but let's just, the light's there, but it's also not there. So now you've got the light that follows this camera around, and the camera following the empty around. So empty, insert, location and rotation. Alright guys, so let's try and follow this snake nicely now. Let's go up to, and just hide it, just to get more of a smooth, let's just hide everything guys, hide everything. To get more of a smooth animation, we just need to take all these empties, right, as you see them, as they go, and you're going to open up back, a graph editor, it's going to be over there, and what you're going to do, you're going to select these ones, super. And you are going to rotate them slightly. So it already has like a starting momentum. Otherwise it's like slow and then it suddenly goes fast. So you want that over there, that's fine. And then maybe these as well. All we want to do is we just want to rotate them so it doesn't stop so slowly. So let's see what it looks like now. That's too much. You see, that was already too much what we did there. Maybe just teeny tiny bit. Let's see. And that's too much, guys. You know what, that hard drop, that's perfect. That's perfect. That's perfect. Alright, let's bring that back. Let's go back to our camera. So let's just hide this guy again and that guy. So let's go up to frame 120 and then this camera, let's move it, rotate it on the Z axis. Insert location and rotation, so let's see what that looks like. Alright, sorry guys, let's copy this keyframe, go to 30 frames and paste it there, so you can see the head like coming out, and then he's going to start following him. He's going to start moving. He's going to start moving with him, and maybe over here. Something like that. Let's see here. Whoop whoop. Okay guys, for now, you're gonna do it right before. All right, so let's move this keyframe to 180 here. Now guys, it's gonna be very obvious if the snake stops moving and the camera also stops moving at the same time. So we keep that keyframe there, but we're going to end up moving that keyframe. Another thing guys, we're going to be smoothing the keyframes at the end, just slightly. So you just want to make sure your snake head is never like at the tip, you know, of the camera, because what's going to happen is when you smooth it, just go bring it in, you're going to lose your shot, man. And this animation is all about the shot, guys. So we got that one. Let's just bring our other snake back. Alright, so we got our snake over there. Snake over there. Up to 270. Let's grab it up. So like so. So we can also just get the back of the snake. Insert location rotation. And then as we go, onto 280. You just want to come back over here, and you want this empty in the middle of the head, because we're going to be revolving around the head. So you want it like there, like so. Is it like so? Can we just hide you, please, sir? That's fine, that seems okay. Where be my empty at, man? Right, you're going to insert location rotation. So you're going to go to frame 485. So you're going to rotate Z 360. So you're at the same position. All those carpets are going to be rotated. And then the other thing you're going to see is that when you get here, it goes through the mesh. So all you do is you're just going to rotate what, X, Y. Just going to rotate Y like that, so we just stay on top of the head. So now, guys, we're going to be having this action. Right? And every time the graph editor does this, it comes in with like this freaking boom, freaking runs through it and then slows down at the end. Definitely not what we want. Let's go to our graph editor. Alright guys, so let's just leave it like that for now. I think I'm playing around with this too much. I don't know what the hell's going on with that graph editor, but you guys get the idea, right? You can play around with it. Let's get a nice smooth twirl around. Swoop. Bring it back up. Right, so we are still on our empty. Let's bring it up. Bring it on the x-axis. Bring it here. Rotate it. And I like to keep it back there so we can see the tail again. Insert location, rotation, scale. Oh, sorry, just insert location, rotation. And then from there, the last frame, we can just insert location, rotation. So it's like and over there, maybe we can just rotate Z a little bit. Right, so we got that, guys. Now, one thing you want to check out is if we go to cycles, and we just have a look at what it looks like. So I did put a sun in, but obviously we need some additional light, and that's why we have this, that's why I attach this light to the camera. So what we're going to do is, I'm going to go to your light, and we're just going to go from, say, there, say, right before he strikes, over there. So let's go like 265. I'm going to insert 0 watts, and then in your first frame when he lands, the landing, that one over there, and put on 100. So let's see. Sorry. Let's put it on 280. Let's move that one to 280. Move it up. Come on, bro. Let's have a look and see what it looks like, if that's enough light. You see, now we got some additional light. Now we can actually see the interior, guys. Now don't worry about this. Remember, this is Decimate snakes, not the real snakes. So we got that stuff over there. So all we're going to do now is you're going to keep a keyframe all the way around till we get back. 485, and insert that. And then as soon as we go back, and just put on 0, and you can keyframe that. Now what you can also do, which I did with one of my animations, is you can turn everything white. Turn everything white. So as it goes from like color, revolve around it, turn everything like matte white. Okay, so the rest of the things we need to set up is obviously going to be like, let's go to frame 1. Okay, so I'm just going to make a test. I'm just going to make a test. How are we going? I'm going to make a new folder. I'm just going to call it test PNGs. Jump it in over there. So what you want to do is, if you render, so hey guys, this new denoising freaking render denoising is amazing, because you can actually render high quality stuff at like 100 samples. Unfortunately, it is not the samples, the actual render, which is going to take time. It's going to be the modifiers. The modifiers take over a minute just by themselves. So yeah, so let's just do a quick. So what you want to do is you want to click on your render, your OptiX. That's your graphics card, right? And you just want to press F12. Ooh, another thing you want to do. Sorry, I completely forgot to say. May, the hell is this snake doing here, bro? Okay, so that's basically what it looks like. So, but that looks very plain. If you go to your compositing, use nodes, you're going to add a viewer. We can go, you can drop it in over there. Now, V to zoom out, and Alt V to zoom in. Yeah, sorry, that's exactly how it is. So obviously, to give this a little bit more boom, we're going to drop in a glare. Right? So here you're going to go to fog low. You go on high. Like that. Let's just go in slightly more. Right? And so in other words, you can see the difference between that and that. Right? So we got some boom bang lights going over there. And then maybe put it to size 7, if you can dim the lights a bit. So that looks pretty cool, guys. So let's leave it. Oh, what the hell? Let's leave. I don't know, size 8 or size 7. I think I'm going to put mine on size 8. That's going to be cool like that. So you're just going to duplicate. You're going to drop that. So that's going to apply to all of your renders. So now let me just think. We got the lights, we got that, we got that, we got that. Let's just set up our scene properly before we do the actual animation part, right? So if we just run through with our camera. Okay, that snake's hidden, but it's fine, he's gonna come. Oh yeah, something I nearly forgot. So let's take this empty, right? Remember when I said we don't want it to transition in the same place? So that's that exact 220 keyframe. So let's bring it back. No, we want to move it in the opposite direction, I think. Let's delete that keyframe, like completely. Now making a mess here, guys. Again with the keyframes. Sorry. So this thing was originally on 220, right? Okay guys, this animation is confusing the hell out of me now, but if you guys know how the graph editor works, that's where all the magic happens. Now we are still gonna smooth all these keyframes out. So for now I think it's fine. I just want to see here, it looks like we're missing the whole head there. Okay guys, so let's address the tongue quickly. So the tongue, obviously you don't want it to be visible. You only want it to be visible where it's actually going to be showing. So how you do that is, let's go to 500 frames, and what you want to do, I'm going to give it a new material, just call it tongue, and you just want to go down to settings, maybe here somewhere. I'll show you guys what it is. Okay, here under viewport display, you see this blend mode, shadow mode. I don't know which one it is, so you can just put both of them, alpha hashed, alpha hashed. So that allows you, let's see if we just focus on this thing. I don't think it's a sun here. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. So there it is. Let me just make it freaking red or something. There it is. And then you turn the alpha down, it's officially invisible. Check it out. So what you do, whoop, I shouldn't have done that. Please don't kick me out. Man, I got some 3090s to back me up here, bro. Blender gonna kick me out, man. Alright, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go from like there. So the alpha is gonna be 0. You're gonna keyframe that, and then like a few keyframes later you can make a 1. Temp. So now it will be visible, and obviously you don't want it to be, you can just make it like black, I guess. You can make it black, you can give it some little bit metallic, a little bit roughness, just for some nice reflections. Okay, so now I'm just thinking, what else is there? Revolve around there and do that. Alright guys, so I think our animation is officially finished. Let me go see if my camera is charged, and I'm gonna see you guys now. Alright guys, I'm back, and we officially got the camera up and running again on like 20% or something. Let's try and do this fast. So guys, everything here is basically finished, sorted. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna drop a hold on one second. Let's do this. Alright, I think everything's finished here, guys. The last thing that we're left with, file save as, the last thing that we are left with is to smooth these keyframes of the camera. So let me show you quickly. The easiest way to do this, go into your graph editor. Right, so this is that empties, that's all the keyframes over this. You're gonna press A, you can press Shift, and guys, you can't go back from this, so save your file, Shift Alt O, and you'll see it create keyframes everywhere. And you're gonna press one time, Alt O, just one time, and all it's gonna do is gonna smooth those keyframes out, right? Let's see, we can even smooth them maybe a bit more. Let's see. Maybe another time. Alt O, Alt O. 3 times. Let's try now. Alright, so that's fine. That's fine. For this example, guys, remember this. I'm just showing you how the thing works. From there, you can do your own thing, man. That's my job. Alright, guys, so we got everything set up, everything ready. Now you're going to save this file as. You're going to call it ref for reference, or referee, but for reference. Let's go back to our reference. I just want to delete all the objects that we are not going to render, because it's very easy to make a mistake between the first and the second animation, and when you finish rendering it, you're going to realize there's a mistake. So let's try and avoid that at all costs, guys. So see this snake, decimate, delete the decimate. You can go to the first snake, decimate. You can delete him as well. What are you doing, my friend? I clicked the delete button, my channel. So all we have is we have our actual snake, right? All we have is we have our snake over there. We don't have anything hidden. I'm trying to see what else is going on. So these things. So you can click this icon over there to make sure that these things do not render. You never know, maybe you look in there and you see a plane in the background or something. That ain't gonna look cool, man. And the rest of this stuff's good. The rest of the stuff looks fine, guys. So we got the real snake. And that's it. Alright, guys. So now, you say file save. So this is going to be our reference. And then we're going to start at... Let's go over here. I'm going to edit at frame 210. And you say file save as. First, Animate. Save that. And then next one starts at 211 to 600. You say file save as. Second Animate. Alright, guys. So let's close the second Animate. Let's go to our first Animate. So what we're going to do now is you're going to parent this normal snake to these bones which are already animated. Now again, this is going to take some time, guys. So this is a method you can use to animate basically any complex object that's got a lot of geometry. You can decimate it, bring the geometry down, animate the armature, parent that to the armature, animate the armature, delete the decimated model, and then you just parent your original model to the armature and you render it. So yeah, there's going to be a few things here, guys, I just want to speak about regarding the render time. Obviously, guys, there's still going to be a subdivision put on here. There's going to be another subdivision put on here. So it's even going to increase the geometry more. So like I said, I optimized this on my 2080. Right now I'm doing it with two 3090s, but I did on my 2080 Super. So I think the equivalent of that is an RX 5700. So if you have anything beneath that, lower than that, your PC's freaking out, download the lower poly version, and then it should be fine. Should be hundreds. Saying it failed, but it's going. Ah! What's going on here, mate? Alright, something's going on here. Let's just see. Okay guys, so I've been sitting here for a few hours and I've just realized probably the worst thing is to go through all this effort, get all the way to the end, and then realize that when you want to just drag and drop this original snake on these bones that are already animated, then it does not work. You can't do it. And this has happened to me twice before, and I just restarted the entire project and then it worked. So there's obviously a problem. Let me just show you guys. So we're ready to drag and drop now. So let me take this real snake to the first armature. Let's put automatic weights. Now guys, if I revert back to the file where we just made the head and we put the armatures in the head, we join the head to the body, and we put the armature on the body, it works. You guys saw me when I did it, it works. And I revert back to that file, it works. When I come back to this file, it doesn't work. Right, so with that being said, when I do decimate the snake, it works. But it's like, man, I've been sitting here for hours, disconnecting bones, redoing the bones, and I can't get anything to work. And if I bring the other model works, but the other model's not the same. If I put this model on other bones, on another model space, it works. So I don't know what it is, guys. It could have been some rotation of the bones and then we applied it. I really don't know, guys. I have no idea. So that's probably, and I think for you guys as well, doing the entire tutorial, getting to this part, and then your snake doesn't work, you guys are not going to be very happy. So I sat here and I found something that does work, because I said I was going to get it to work, and I'm actually happy that it happened. So can you imagine like 70% of the people watching tutorial and it doesn't work? This video is going to get a lot of dislikes. So let me just show you guys here what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so bone heat, weight failed. They're at the bottom. So guys, if we press play now, you can see the snake moves along with the curve, so everything's fine. I got happy when I saw this. And then you're gonna get out of here, Langton. My expertise requested. Get out of here, mate. All right, guys. So that's what we're looking at. Now, if we go to the weight painting, right? So if we go to the bone, click on the. Let's just go out of there. Click on the bone. Click on the bone. Click on the body. Control Tab, and then you go to weight paint. You click on these bones. You can see there's weight assigned, which is perfect. You click on these at the back. There's no weight assigned. And sometimes it assigns the... I've tried everything. I've tried literally everything, guys. I even just put a completely new armature in. Nothing works. Nothing works. So I don't know if it's got something to do with these freaking vertex groups. If you delete those vertex groups and you try and put the armature, still doesn't work. So guys, what we are going to do... So let's remove this. What we're going to do... Let me show you guys what we're going to do and what I got to work. What we're going to do is we're going to go back, because it's got something, I don't know what it's got to do with it, guys, but like I said, when we put the decimated snake on, it works, right? So here's my train of thought. So you keep it on collapse, right? And what collapse does, go to wireframe here. So you can see these are geometry. What collapse does is it turns it into triangles. So you do put collapse. So we have 679. So if you put 0.49, I think 0.5 is the middle. And then if you put it above 0.5, it gives it more vertices. Below 0.5 gives it less vertices. But if we just keep it there, we got 645, which is like 30,000 or something less. And then if you look at the geometry, it's triangulated everything, right? And I've analyzed this geometry, and it actually looks exactly that. It looks exactly the same. So what we're going to do, the only thing that this does, right? We're going to apply this, guys. We're going to apply it. And you'll see now, if you drop your snake on there, it's going to work. This is just one of many problems, guys. So any of your problems, please, in the comments, send me the file so we can try and figure this thing out together. So now, guys, the only problem here, let's just put this off, is look at the eyes, right? Because they're triangles. Look at the eyes. So, but the rest looks 100%, guys. The rest looks cool. So what we're going to do is let's go to the eyes and how you do this, right? So, let me just see here. If I go to, I select that one. I just wanted to see here. It's called Loop Tools, Flatten. So let's just see. I don't know where we get Loop Tools. I don't even remember where I got this. Loop, mesh loop tool. So make sure that thing's on. Just check that thing. And what you do is you go and you select all of these edges. So you just select those, right click, and then flatten, and it flattens it out. So now you're going to do the other side. Alright, and then you go flatten again. Right, so you should have sort of the same effect as you had before we did this. So now you can just like go in there and grab that boy over there. I'm not sure. Let's see what it looks like if you grab him there, and we also make him the eye inner. Yeah, that goes in there. That looks fine, guys. I don't know, is there another freaking thing in there? No, let's just leave it like that. So that looks cool, and then we just do the other side, guys. Unfortunately, when you do this, you decimate the snake, you lose all your control loops. So make sure you're modeling. If you want to do any vertice modeling, do it before you do the decimate, because there's not even one control loop on this whole thing. There's just triangles. So many triangles, so little time. Loop tools, Latin. Here we go, guys. So we officially got our mesh back. So let me just show you guys here. We take him there, automatic weight. Alright guys, so it's officially finished, and let's check it out now. There we go, it seems to be following along now. Okay guys, so this might work for you, might not work for you. This is just what works for me. Sometimes it works 100%, maybe you guys have no problem, I'm not sure. So I'm looking forward to your guys' feedback on this, and just to see, just tell me how it's going with your guys' snakes. I did test the low poly and the high poly. I did test them to make sure that they're working, but like I said, maybe the problem is with the bone. So maybe it works for me and I give it to you guys, it doesn't work for you. So try this decimate trick. I really hope it works for you guys. Okay, so let's delete it. Alt P, clear and keep transformation. Alright guys, so what you're going to do now is unhide everything. So like I said, we're going to do the first animation, the second animation. So this is your reference file, guys. So let's just save this as the reference file, as it is here. You're first going to go save as. So let me just make sure our compositing, everything is fine here. Everything is 100%. Okay, guys. So what you're going to do now is you're going to save as this one, and you're going to call it first anime. Okay, so let's end it at what? We said 210. Yeah, 210. File and save that. Right? And then, so what you're going to do is you're going to parent him to him. Automatic weights. Okay guys, sorry, one last change we have to make to our reference file before we do the first animation, second animation, is that the inside of the mouth interior is pink. Oh, it's going to be some color. And because this is glass, it's going to show right through, and you're not really going to be able to see the eyes. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to look at it like that, and then this. And as you can see there, can't really see the eyes. So let's just go to the eye outer, and we're just going to take the transmission off. We're going to give it some metallic and then a little bit of roughness. Like that, guys. And then you can change it like that. And we can also maybe go to the eye inner. It doesn't look so plain. Give it some nice... like that. What else is there? The face, the fangs, all the rest of this stuff is cool, guys. I think we are 100% ready to go. So file, save this as your reference. What we're going to do is you're going to start one, we're going to end at 210 frames. And you're going to say file, save as, anime 1. First animation. Okay, you're going to hide that. Oh, it's this bloody thing, that's all. I can't find my stuff. Okay, so I'm just going to parent this this snake to this armature with automatic weights. Okay, so once you've parented that, guys, you should be able to see the snake do the first part of the animation all the way through up until it stops. Right, and we got our camera motion, we got everything. So this is basically 100%, guys. So you're going to save this as Animate 1. Close your file, and then let's go back to the reference. Say file save as. And we're going to say Animate 2. Okay. And so now, let me just think. So we're going to start at 211. And we're going to end at 600. So what you're going to do with the second one is you're going to parent again. So stay here with me. Stay with me here, guys. Again, with automatic weights. So then you're going to go to frame 211 or 210. And you see the snake is here at this curve. So you're going to go there to the armature and you're going to apply it. And you're going to say Alt P, clear parent, keep transformation. Okay. So then now, what you're going to do, where's our second armature? That one over there. So let's just hide this one. Okay. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take your snake and you're going to drop it on the second armature. So that looked nice. All that went 100%. Okay, it is going to be a bit laggy, right? Check it out. Boop, 100%. Now, guys, as I stated earlier, that these bones, they're deforming the whole face and everything like that. We don't want that. So let's do some white painting, guys. So you want to go out of this view. You just want to go to the normal view. So select your armature, select your head. Let's just focus on that. And then Control Tab, white paint. Okay, guys. So let's start with this one over here. And you can press on pad just to zoom in on there. Okay, so the weight is going to be 0. And then just beware, don't paint this. Always, guys, you can always do a save file for if you do make a mistake, because there's going to be a lot of clicking here, but there is at least Control Z. Sorry, Control Z. First things, guys, go to your tool, advanced, front faces only. Take that off. Hey! Oh my gosh, this Control Z is not helping me today. Alright, guys, and then you just do, what you're going to do, you're just going to paint around that fang. We only want the fang to come out, and like a little bit of muscle around it, and that's that. Okay, so you can just do something like that. And then, like I said earlier, don't make it too big, because otherwise it's going to paint the inside as well. Let's just see here. It's not painting the inside, so this seems to be fine. Oh, did I paint the fang? No. I'm going to keep the fang out of view. Okay, and then last thing to do to check, like I said earlier, guys, what you can do is you're just going to rotate, and you're going to make sure there's no other mesh. There's no other mesh coming out the head, or sometimes there's mesh in there, nothing like that. So you're just making sure it's just the fang that's moving. Okay, let's shift click this one. Let's do the same on this side. And guys, I usually don't do click, click, click like smoothing here, because you still want to be able to utilize undo. If you click, 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 you want to undo, it's not going to happen, man. Okay, guys. So, go look at this, object mode. Okay, so now you analyze your snake, inspect your snake. So that's obviously because we decimated the snake. That's freaking doing that. Let's see, can we do this? See here, let me just focus on here. Alright, guys, so you can see here that face needs to be fangs. Assign it. That looks fine. And this side as well. Assign. That should be fine. Okay guys, now if you are still not happy, like let's say you weight painted yours and it's like frickin', you can see there's some definitely disfiguration, then you can click on your snake and you can go to sculpt mode. You still sculpt it. Like I said, the deformation after you sculpt is going to occur when the fangs are closed inside the mouth. Nobody's going to see it, right? I swear you guys just saw I assigned that the freaking fang material there, man. But anyway, you can go here and you can actually go smooth these things out. Like if you have any funny geometry, you can smooth out. You can do whatever you want, but I'm happy with this. I just want to see, man. I swear. Bro. Come on, dude. Don't do this to me. Where am I? There we go. You guys just saw how I did that. Or did I? Maybe I did the mouth interior. Now, my friend. There we go. 100%. So now we got our weight painting, guys. So we got our weight assigned. Our snake is opening up perfectly. 100%, guys. So now, starting from 211 to end 600 frames. So guys, this thing takes about, well, I've estimated it takes about 20 hours to render once we add the subdivision on here. But what I'm going to suggest is first do a test render. Don't like render the thing 100%. Do a test render, which is going to take maybe 2 or 3 hours. Analyze the test render, and you revert back to your reference file, and then you create your first and your second animation from there. So let's do that quickly, guys. Alright, so like I said, here in our shader, we still have all our normals and our face and our mouth interior. Everything is disconnected except the mouth interior, guys. So what you want to do is you want to render this thing just as is. No normals, no subdivision surfaces, nothing. Right, the teeth actually looks fine. We don't actually need a subdivision. It's just for the tongue, so those holes look around while we throw in the subdivision. But I mean, if you can get around that, you don't need to throw subdivision on here. It's just smoothens things out. Obviously, I made a mistake here with my mesh. Your guys' mesh is not going to look like that. I don't know. Remember what I did? I did something in there. But what you guys are going to do, so you're going to go to your file here. What's that? Test PNGs. I can't remember what I used that for. But let's rename this. So you're going to call it Test PNGs 1. Anime 1. And then you're going to create new file. Test PNGs Anime 2. Right? So we're now on Anime 2. We got everything like that. So you're going to go over here and your output, you're going to change to Test PNGs Anime 2. Goes around Anime 2. Accept it in there. PNG 30 frames a second. The other thing you guys want to check is we are on only 100 samples. Make sure you have your OptiX on, right? And then I already put a sun in there for us. That's 100%. And just make sure that these nodes are connected. So you're going to do that. File save. Save it. And then let's go back to our Anime 1, which is that one. I know this is quite confusing, guys, but I can't find a way to do it in one because of the frickin' empties and the way that I'm doing it, okay? So here, what we're going to do, we're also going to go here, 100, that's 100%, and then you're just going to put this to Test PNGs Anime 1. Okay, so that's 100%, guys. So all you're going to do, you're going to go render animation on this model space, and then you're going to go to Anime 2, and you're going to say render animation. Oh, sorry, guys. One thing I forgot here, guys. Just change this on your model space 1 and model space 2. If you're working with a graphics card, I hope you're working with a graphics card. I met nobody who does Blender on a CPU. So guys, I usually change these tile sizes from 512 to 512. Renders a lot faster. Okay? Now I'll see you guys now. Sorry guys, another thing. Keep on going back now, guys. Here, put this on 50%. So 50% of the resolution for the test render. Every time you increase that, so from 50% to 100% is 4 times longer. It's going to take 4 times longer. From 100% to 200% is going to take 4 times longer. So drop that to 50%. Otherwise, you're going to sit for like 10 hours, 15 hours in render. Drop that to 50%. Now with these settings, we can render. Oh. These PNGs from frame 1 to 210. And your animation 2 from 211 to 600. Let's quickly make a movie. So you can just open a normal Blender file. We're not going to save this or anything. Just create a new file, test movie, and I'm going to delete him by habit. Video editing. Right. So what you're going to do is we're going to end this at 600 frames. Okay, and you're going to Shift A. Image sequence. You're going to go to your test PNGs 1, all of them, add image strip, and then you're going to go to the last frame, and then you're going to add again Shift A, image sequence, test PNGs 2, okay, like so. Okay, so you're going to have that. As you're going to have that, and then let's just change some settings here. Let's put the output folder to test movie. Change it from PNG to MPEG video. Encoding, it's going to be MPEG 4. High quality, and then you also just want to change this to 30 frames a second. And then let's render animation. Let's see what this looks like. The only thing I'm not happy with is the camera motion. I don't know, that graph editor got to me. I don't know what this part. And I tried to fix it, but I had no clue what's going on. Oh, and we didn't even get the green lights, guys. Alright, something to check out next time. Make sure you got those. Make sure you get some more action of those lights. Oh, so that doesn't look too bad. So, let's open this thing up and see what it looks like. So when that's finished, you can just close. You don't need to save anything. And yeah, go to your test movie folder. Let's see what it looks like. Remember, this is only half the resolution, guys. So this is just test to see. You can refer back to your reference file if you do want to change anything. Okay, but that looks like just maybe a little bit more reflection in the mouth. Definitely, I think. Okay guys, so once you got that, you got your PNGs, we're going to jump over and you're going to create a new folder, which you're going to call real PNGs. One, enter. What? Hey, what's going on with my keyboard, mate? Real PNGs 1, just copy, paste that, and then let's rename that to real PNGs 2. And then we can also create a new folder and we can call it Real Movie. Okay, so you're going to go back to your animation 1. So definitely, guys, 100%. Let's go back to our snake. And we can start to put on here shading. Let's go to our material 1 and just connect all these nodes. This one goes into the roughness. This one goes into the normal. And then your face as well. Face, you can just connect that normal to the normal. We're gonna have some definition there. 100 samples is fine, that's fine. We did change our settings over there. Now guys, we had to take a detour here because my snake didn't work. Like many times it didn't work, And because of the Decimate that we threw on, we can't throw subdivision on anymore. I did try and do it. It's not working. So guys, we're just going to have to stick with this snake for now. Hopefully somebody out there knows something about what I'm doing and can help us out. Please, I'd appreciate your guys' feedback if you guys do know anything, see anything I'm doing. Way to work around this. But I don't think it looks too bad without the subdivision though. Well, we're going to see. We're going to see. So let's change this from out here. And let's go to Real PNGs 1. There we go, guys. Oh, it's a Real PNGs, 100%. We got everything on there, guys. And then you're going to go render. Render animation. Okay, guys. I have just realized my mistake. So, let me show you guys. I'll edit it in the video so that you guys don't do this. Okay, but you're going to have your Real PNGs there. And we're going to do the same as we did the first time. Just save your file. Close it. And then open up a random blend file. We put our real movie. There we go. Real movie. Alright, let's see what it looks like. I don't know. Let's check if you guys can spot what the hell's going on, May. May, what be going on with that head? I really thought I fixed that by changing it to the object, that texture coordinator. And I did that because when you apply it from the one curve to the second curve, it changes, and you can clearly see it change. So, and ooh, I should have put a little bit more. I think I'm going to do another render on this one, guys. I think I made the mouth worse than the first time, actually, and I also want to change the color of the eyes. Yeah, so it looks like the shader on the head. Every time the head moves, there's like shaders moving. I don't know why it's doing that. Well, let's have a quick look and see what it looks like. Alright, close that. Let's have a look. Can you guys see that? And that's not the shade. Damn it. Right, but the rest looks okay. It's just the camera motion. But it doesn't look too bad, guys. Like, we can work. This is something we can work with. We can use this as like a base mesh. Oh, alright. I think that's the end, guys. That's that. I hope you guys learned something and found at least some value in this video. I know it's so confusing. I'm still confused myself. But I couldn't find any videos online. Like proper... You'll just see armature videos like... simple like human bodies and things like that. Like I've looked how to complex armature. You don't find any videos that are very helpful, and you don't find a lot of snake videos either. So I'm hoping that this tutorial is just going to inspire a few people, so we can get this thing up and running, guys, so we can get this realistic snake out there. But that's it, guys. For you that are still with me, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you guys soon, and up until next time, peace out.